Hi, my name is Nistar Steinerman. I'm a rising sophomore at Brandeis University in Massachusetts. And this summer, as part of the REU, I worked in the Mueller Lab, which is a bioinformatics group. And one of their projects that they do is they created a database and a website ecosystem called Breedbase. And my contribution was auditing the database tables in Breedbase. Audit tables are a really important feature in any kind of database system, especially when you're having a lot of data coming in and being changed, a lot of activity in the database. Like in Breedbase, it's used for crop breeding. There's tons of data involved in crop breeding, a lot of accessions being uploaded, a lot of trials, genotyping data, phenotyping stuff like pedigree charts. So much data goes into crop breeding. And when you have a database, you really need a good way to manage all of this data, and you need to have an efficient system. And so the best way to do this is with an audit table. Whenever any change happens in any of the database tables, like when a researcher uploads some new accessions or they change something in a trial, that transaction will be recorded in the corresponding audit table. So here you can see this is an example of an audit table that I did as a demo. This is for stock. So stock is the table that holds all the accessions. Here you can see two insertions. This is from when I created two new test accessions. You can see test accession, test one accession. These were recorded as insertions in the audit table. Then I made some change to the description, and this was also recorded as an update. And then I deleted the accession, and this was recorded as a deletion. And this was done in two major steps. On the database side, you need to create the audit tables, and then I also enabled these to be viewed by creating some web pages in Breedbase.
This is such amazing work that you've been doing. I think that having databases available makes research really accessible to everyone. And so I have a couple of questions about this database. So when users are adding new accessions or inputting cool data, are there requirements to make it the formatting easier when they put it in? So like you need to have this information, this information.
Yeah, so there's actually a format that researchers need to use in order to upload their accessions. There are like two minimum fields that you need to fill out. The first is just the name of your accession and then also the species. In this case, it was two test accessions of cassava. So I uploaded it in an Excel file. It was just like the name and then the species. But then there are other types of fields you can fill out, like description, soil quality, if it's a trial, like the size, any kind of data that you would be inputting for your trial, you would need to put in that format. So there is a specific format, yeah.
Interesting. And so I imagine that the coding of this could have been very difficult. Were there any other challenges that you faced when doing this, or any problems that you had to be creative in your solutions with?
Yeah, so I've never worked directly with a database before, so it was definitely a learning curve. I learned a lot, but it was really cool to jump into a system that was already like being actively used and create a new feature within something. And that way I could really learn from all the stuff that's already being done and then kind of apply it to my project.
That's awesome. I think this is a fantastic resource for the community, and I'm so glad that you had the chance to work with it and got familiar with it. And, you know, now researchers everywhere can utilize it to their best advantages. Thank you for chatting with us today. Thank you.